Hello. This is Salon Etiquette with Ms. Camille, and I'm out and about today. And today I want to talk about the greeting. Any business building that you ever want to do will all start with the greeting, with the customer greeting. How your first impression is a lasting impression. So we have to greet everyone we meet with a smile. Even if you don't feel like saying hello, just smile. Be pleasant. Now, when you have a salon, barbershop, and people walk in on a daily basis, no matter how busy, no matter how frustrated you are, make sure you always acknowledge your customer. They may choose to stay or they may not choose to stay. But if they don't choose to stay, it's okay, because your impression that you left on them will be one of the reasons that they return. Does that make sense? So make sure you greet everyone with a smile. Be polite. Whether you're walking into the Starbucks, whether you're walking into the Jersey Mike's, most of them, from the door, they say hello. They greet you from the door. So as beauty professionals, we have to be the same way, because our income is based on our customer retention. How many customers we get to return to our establishment. So it's not always about just that one time. Do customers remember the first time they met you, the first time they walked into your business? What was the greeting like? Was it complete silence when they walked in? Because you was frustrated because you was busy with somebody else or busy with a phone call you had gotten. Right? Well, that's even better. You was busy with a phone call you got. Because I just walked in the Sports Clips just to see the greeting. And the lady, she had a customer wait in. When I walked in, she walked in, instead of taking a minute to breathe and greet me, she started talking turn. She said, turn, your turn. She seemed like she really frustrated, which I don't know what she was frustrated about. I don't know what she was upset about. But we have to take into consideration that first impressions are lasting impressions. So when people walk into your establishment, even if you're busy, just excuse yourself from your client. Excuse me. And stop and acknowledge the person coming in and ask them, how may I help you? Because they might only have a question. And yes, I understand we get busy, we get frustrated, we don't want to be bothered. But first impressions are lasting impressions. So we got to make sure that we always make sure that the greeting is outstanding, because people remember you and their first encounter with you. Or she was nice, she was friendly, or he was nice, he was friendly. Just stop and say hello. Hello, how may I help you? Welcome in. Because sometimes people might not want anything but to ask a simple question, right? So let's make sure that we greet everyone that walks into our establishment with a smile or hello, how may I help you? Because that might be a lifelong customer just from that one encounter. And if they didn't need anything done that day, they'll remember how nice you were to them. They will remember how nice you were to them and how you made them feel welcome. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. But I understand because I done been there. I have had clients in my chair and working at Happy Cuts or Super Cuts, and people want to buy retail, and I just tap my client on the shoulder. Pardon me, I'm going to go help this customer out real quick. Just tap. And then usually they say, okay, because that might be their time to make a phone call or go to the restroom or stand up and just stretch. Stand up and just stretch. So let's always make every encounter a good one. Like I said, your greeting, your number one thing is your greeting. Because first impressions are lasting impressions. And it doesn't matter what business it tend to be. Starbucks, the sub shop. I know we was in Las Vegas. I walked in a pizza shop and I stood there for like 5 minutes. And the man, I don't know if he seen me or he didn't want to see me or he didn't see me, but he didn't acknowledge or nothing. And I walked out. Even if he was busy, just stop what you're doing and say, hello, welcome in. I'm busy, but hold on 1 second. I'll be right with you. Then that gives the person time to go look at a menu, or maybe they need a minute to decide what they want anyway. Right? So the number one thing in the salon etiquette with Ms. Camille, one of the main things I stand on is the customer greeting. The greeting is numero uno. And that's with any business. Because like I say, you walk in any business, and if you're busy, still stop and greet the customer, because your customers are your bread and your butter. And if you don't have any customers, you don't have any business. So you have to take in consideration each encounter. That'll determine whether I come back again. That'll determine whether I tell my friends about you. Oh yeah, I met him, he was nice. Oh, I met her, she was nice. Or, oh, I met them, they were rude. Or they brushing me off. Or, they weren't really pleasant. People remember the little stuff. And I'm always at Starbucks. You know why I like Starbucks? Because Starbucks, no matter, even if you're homeless, I've been in some of the major cities, and there's always Starbucks. Even if it's a homeless person sitting there, they make them feel at home. They make them feel welcome. You can get it. If you don't do nothing else, you can have a seat at Starbucks. They make you feel welcome, and they always busy. Always got customers. So let's take that in consideration to always acknowledge people. And matter of fact, some people think that, some hairdressers and barbers think that it's just about your skill that keeps your customers coming back. And not really. It's how they feel around you, your presence, your aura. Are you nice? Do they look forward to coming back and sitting in your chair? Right? So important. So let's make sure we make every encounter a good one. Because you never know who is a long time client, long time customer, long-term customer, long time that come back over and over and over and over again. Just because the way they feel when they sit in your chair, just because the way they feel when they walk into your establishment, right? So let's make sure that we greet everyone we meet, greet everyone with a smile, even if, because we do have bad days, even if you having a bad day. Just greet them with a smile. Just wave. right? Right? Make a lasting impression, because people will remember how you treated them, how you welcomed them the first time that you met them, right? And that's how we have customer attention. That's how we build our business, build our book. That's how we stay booked and busy, by how we treat our customers, right? All right, well, I'm not going to keep you long because I got to get in here and get my Starbucks. And make sure that you greet everyone you meet with a warm smile. Sometimes a cozy hug. If you haven't seen your customers in between visits, be happy to see you. Alright, well, let me get off this horn. This is Salon Etiquette with Ms. Camille. Have you ever wondered why some clients are long-term clients and some people only come one time, you never see them anymore? That's because of that. Number one, your customer greeting. So stick around and I'll give you 6 more tips on how to stay booked and busy. Salon Etiquette with Ms. Camille. Bye-bye.